Helmet.
Yeah, that was good.
Helmet. Unlike Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. Hello.
I am
I
the law.
am the law.
I am the
Yeah.
law.
Let me switch my Facebook around here, folks. We see you out there. You come on in. It's time for the Sunday Funnies. And my Facebook is not performing. Let's see here.
Shocker.
That's not good.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I
is.
had some content taken down the other day.
you did?
There it is.
Me, Mr. Milk Toast on social media, because I never put anything political or anything up. And all I did was I put a link to, actually it was one of Dave's books on YouTube. And they said that I was trying to sell things and coerce people into doing stuff. It was like,
Aren't we all doing that?
I'd have wrote him back.
Isn't that
So
what
you think
humanity
Facebook's
is?
for? Yeah.
It's like, oh god, yeah, exactly. That's, the fact that you can't put up a link anymore. You have to put the link in the comments to get any kind of traction on it. It's just rubbish.
Oh, another person.
Welcome to Sunday Funnies. We got somebody else in the house here who had Scott Rosem on their card for an appearance today.
Oh, who is it?
I think I got Sunday morning
Oh,
bingo.
it's Scott Rosemary. Yeah.
It is. It is.
Hello,
Please,
stranger. How you doing?
No genuflecting. No genuflecting. It's embarrassing.
We'll collect on that those bets later, folks.
Yeah,
Right
I was
now
gonna say who lost money on me. I'd like to know.
Touching.
everybody loses money on you, buddy. We're running the opening, then we'll get this thing started. Maybe.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
There we go. Let me find it here. That one.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
Do I look presentable yet?
Oh yeah. Just keep
Awesome.
combing that mane.
Keep
Eventually.
brushing.
Yeah, keep brushing.
I don't want to embarrass anybody.
You can stop brushing the top of the head though.
Yeah, that ship is sailed.
Yeah,
That
ship
ship
is
is sailed.
sailed. Trust me.
Why we all wear hats.
That's right. You guys all wear. Oh, except you,
Hey,
Jen.
check this out. Check this out. And this is
I don't know that.
natural. It comes natural.
Look at that.
There you go.
Am I the only one with the luscious locks? Just saying.
Yes, you are.
I'm so envious.
Now, see, you just made me jealous. This is really not very fair at all. I don't dare show you mine.
I have as much hair as I've ever had. It's just in different places now.
There you go. I just wear a hat
Oh
to
my.
keep the shine down. That's all.
I just think we sorted out all the young people watching this now.
Pretty much.
Probably. Allison, I assume you're going to be saving all of the hair that when you get cuts and trims and everything, you'll be sending it to me, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Please,
Yes,
please.
And some
definitely
some
that's
gorilla
no.
glue.
That stapler.
Love to see that fringe.
I actually have a good real life story. A young dude pushing an old gentleman and saying, "Move it, you old fool." And he respond, "A fool? You can be that too, but old, you will never get with that attitude."
Yeah, there you go. Up yours.
The Sunday Funnies, folks, where we look at some great sequential art. I'm your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my work over at arrowcomics.store. Find a lot of great stuff, including, hopefully, The Shadow Kingdom.
Yes.
For a limited time, the few books that we have left on the campaign are over there. But if you can't find those for a mere $39.99, you can catch the hardback over on Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. So
Awesome.
go over there and take a look. It's an adaptation of a Robert E. Howard story, the first recognized sword and sorcery tale that started the genre. It's a great cull story where he becomes king and finds out that his kingdom is threatened by a race of shape-shifting lizard people.
I hate
Nasty
when
old
that
lizard
happens.
people.
I hate it when that happens. That's right. Also
I'm
joining
so excited, you
Just a
guys.
Monday morning.
just a
you know,
Monday morning. Exactly right, gents.
Between,
Also joining us is Glenn Fleming. Glenn, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Glenn Fleming. I'm a writer, artist, and publisher. I write things like this, which is a book you can get on Amazon, which is about my trip to see the great Jack Kirby at his home. I'm also the publisher of Comics Unlimited, which is a 100-page magazine that sees the light today every now and again. You can find that on Amazon. If you go to fundmycomic.com, you can get a copy of my Hatch annotated book. Hatch is a cartoon character of mine. There's lots of artwork in it and all kinds of stuff. Gives you his full story. So check it out.
awesome.
Great. Awesome. Also joining us this morning is Allison, the Alley Cat. Allison, introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm Allison, the Alley Cat. I draw, write, and do comic stuff, and I try to stream on Fridays from 3 to whenever. Working on different. Well, lately it's been fan art. But yeah, feel free to join me then, and I hang out with these fine gentlemen.
What?
Gentlemen, who came in?
Right. That's what I thought. But anyway, on Sundays. So I will
And she's got a nice head of hair.
I do.
Not about the hair, about us being gentlemen. Anyway,
Very true. Very true.
What a timing.
also
about
with
it.
us is Russ Leach. Russ, introduce yourself.
My name's Russ Leach. I'm a comic book artist from the UK. Don't tell anyone. If you want to find out more about my work, go to russleach.com. Sign up for the email list. As Randy said, the link going out soon in the newsletter for the hardback version of the Shadow Kingdom. And there are other versions as well, smaller versions, manga-sized versions, black and white versions, and there will be an artisan version soon. But most importantly, the Atlantean is on its way. We've got original artwork like this being done right now.
Look at that.
Okay. And it will be available for crowdfunder end of September. And then we'll be straight on to issue 2. But find out more about that, more about my work, go to russleach.com, sign up for the email list there.
Absolutely. And making a rare appearance on our program, Mr. Charles Santino. Charles, introduce yourself.
Grammar guy.
Well, my name is Charles Santino. I've been around quite a while. I was old when Atlantis was young, speaking of Atlantis. And done a bunch of things, and now it's Rammer. Rammur. You can get it on Amazon. The first issue you see behind me, second issue right here. Part 2 of the Corvus trilogy. Pay no attention to the word trilogy. It's a marketing gimmick. All of the stories are self-contained. Thank you.
Okay. Also joining us this morning, Mr. Jens Richard. Jens, introduce yourself.
Hello. Thank you. Yes, I am the writer and author of Nothing Less That's Something. With all respect for all my colleagues in the world, people telling me I'm an original. So an original story about the Darkborn rabbit. And it all seems so cute and nice until you look at this at 12 plus. Because things going on, because it's the Darkborn rabbit.
And he's frozen.
It's cold in Sweden.
I was
Yeah.
hoping he'd come back. Come back, Jens. Come back. Yeah, must be
So we had.
the string must have broken between the two cans. That's all I can figure.
Probably.
All right. So who had like 7 minutes on the clock for?
That is nope. It's 9:14. There he is, and he's grinding. In the
Get the rose
meantime,
for up.
folks,
Go,
Get the
Mitch,
rose for
go,
up.
go.
making an even rarer appearance, Mr. Scott Rosema.
Honestly, do I really need to introduce myself? Doesn't my reputation precede me? Should I?
Yes,
This
it does.
thing on.
Well, for those who don't know or have forgotten, my name is Scott Rosema. I'm a very subtle, very shy guy. Longtime pro in the comics art industry, Marvel, DC, Archie Comics, TSR, Dungeons and Dragons, on and on and on and on and on. And I can be found usually over my Facebook page, which has my name on it, Scott Rosema. Though Mr. Rosema, you could do it. Be fine.
You can do it.
And is this the time I should show some of the stuff I've been working on?
Are
Go
you
for
working
it.
on
If you
something?
can find it.
Well,
If you
just
can
some
find it,
illustrations.
Harold.
Just did a Darth Vader, or should I do that as we start the show officially?
Oh no, you can. We've officially started. You can show it.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did a Darth Vader recently.
Nice.
Nice.
I did Thanos versus Warlock.
Ah, lovely. Very styling.
Little fantasy piece I thought of: a wolf with a sword,
There you are.
Rawr.
armor, world conquering villain, Duck Doom, and Tor.
Tor.
And real quick, one more. Coiled dragon in front of a castle.
That's how long it's been since he was on, folks.
Oh my gosh. It's like one every day. I got tons more. I got Adam Warlock here. I've got Silver Surfer here. That's what I got there. And I got a Black Knight here is what I got.
Sweet.
And I got a warrior from Dungeons and Dragons with a Black Panther thing with him. And I got Amethyst, the Lady of the Purple
Princess of Gem World. Come on.
Gem World. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got this one I like. Glenn, you might like this. A little phantom with
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That looks
Right.
really good. I like it.
Just I could go on and on all day.
That's okay.
So-
You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll plan a different show just for my stuff.
For a minute there, I thought you'd moved your studio into your closet.
It does look like that, doesn't
Wait,
it?
that isn't his closet?
This is where I'm most comfortable. So hi everybody.
Someday you'll
I'll
come
try
out of
not
that
to
closet.
interrupt too much.
Here we are.
Oh,
Today, folks, we're looking at Tarzan of the Apes
Joe Kubert.
by the great Joe Kubert. This is the DC Treasury edition. As you can tell, it is a well-loved copy.
Yep.
As my camera goes in and out of focus. This is a
Well, so
collection
do I.
from the Tarzan series. This was printed in 1973.
Oh, I love those giant size things they came up with. Those are
So what does
so
that
good.
make it? 50 years old? 50 years old.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cool to see that stuff printed so big. It was awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah, amazing. Those Treasury books were always fun.
Oh, it was great.
I love the Treasury books.
I bought 5 copies of the Ali Superman book that Neil Adams did.
Did you? We looked at that about 2 weeks ago. Or
Oh,
was it
yeah.
last week? Somewhere in there. A week or two ago.
And
Yeah,
I still have 3 of the copies of the 5 I bought, and they're absolute pure mint condition. I can't believe
Cool.
I was that smart. It was
I
awesome.
believe Joe Kubert made the first pass on the cover of that book.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ali people didn't like it because he didn't really draw Ali that well, I guess, according to them. So they pulled over to Neil.
So how was the original origin story of Tarzan? Was it gorilla or was it chimpanzee he grew up with?
It was large apes.
Gorilla, I believe. Gorillas.
Yeah.
Gorilla.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe it's a gorilla.
Which probably made Carmen or Julie Schwartz happy as all get out because he could not get enough apes and gorillas on the cover of the DC Comics.
Yeah, because they always sold amazing when he did.
Yeah, for some
Gorillas,
reason.
dinosaurs, or I believe the color purple was the big selling point. You can always tell if a book wasn't doing well. If they suddenly started featuring a lot of apes, dinosaurs, or I had purple on the cover.
I'll be damned.
That's why you had Gorilla Grodd.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Flash was a hard sell.
So a real winner was a purple gorilla.
Exactly, a purple dinosaur gorilla.
You remember the go-go checks?
We refer to
yeah.
that as Great Ape.
Somebody,
Great
somebody
big.
online
Yeah.
was claiming that the go-go checks helped sales of DC Comics, but they failed to note that the go-go checks started 2 weeks after the Batman TV show.
Yeah.
So all the comics were selling. Batman was in 4 titles. He was guest starring elsewhere, and then a couple of months later, he was also permanent in Brave and Bold. So I don't think those sales had anything to do with go-go checks.
But they loved him.
Yeah.
And
Well, they kept trying to find ways and reasonings for why sales.
Carmine hated him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
that just makes us love them all the more.
That's not wrong.
Is there any books out there that detail how grumpy and crabby Schwartz was? I know we hear bits and pieces here and there, but
There are very few accurate books about comics history, pretty much, especially during that period. 'Cause nobody was keeping track. They were too busy trying to sell comics.
if like Mark Evanier were to write something, I'd believe him.
I don't
He
know.
just knows everything. No, he wouldn't.
Glenn can probably tell you a few stories.
Oh, no
Oh,
kidding.
you've got to, if you want to read any history of comics, read the greatest. Read my book about Jack Kirby.
Oh, okay.
Steranko's history of comics was pretty good, but he didn't get that far.
Well, my book is just my visit
Sadly.
with him. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I'm an expert on, so I don't know about the rest.
There you go.
I love it.
But every
Tarzan,
comic
folks.
reader should have a copy.
Yep. So it's originally taken from the comics and put together into this Treasury edition. This is the entire story of the first novel.
Wow.
How to draw
right.
comics.
Exactly right. That's what it is too.
Dear God.
How many comics did this span? Just 2?
No, I think it was a good 5 or 6.
Really?
I think.
No
Give me a
kidding.
second and I can tell you for sure. Because I also have, and somewhat handy, when I don't knock the tripod sideways. Sorry, folks.
No.
I keep losing it. There we are. I have the complete Joe Kubert years
Oh.
from Dark Horse. That's so thick that it's kind of difficult to show it here. But
Oh,
that's
so
how
he
much
said.
Tarzan stuff that Kubert did.
Okay.
Oh.
We need to do that.
Is that in black and white, Randy?
No, it's in color.
Okay, just quick flip it. Just flip a
Nice.
few pages.
I can try. It is thick.
He shows up once every bloody 6 months and then starts telling us what to do.
Henceforth, my rarity of coming in.
Here we are.
That guy,
Do
that
it for
guy-
me! Do it for me!
Looking
Please
for a
pay
content page
attention
here.
to me.
Put on the dress.
Started in Tarzan 207.
Look at that.
Went to Origin of the Ape Man book 4. Went through 4 books, it looks like.
So is the Treasury edition edited?
I'm sure somebody was responsible for editing
I
it.
mean, it must be. There must be a lot deleted because this story is only 40 pages, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it was 40, was it?
Oh, you mean condensed down edited?
Yeah. Look at the table of contents. I think it's only 40 pages.
It says there's a pinup, yeah, at 39. Yeah, it
Yeah.
must have been edited down. Yep.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah.
And a word
So-
puzzle.
Should we try to look at the archives then instead?
You're the master of ceremonies.
Oh, let's try it.
Well, I think
Oh,
you should.
no.
I declare he should.
That great cover. I love that cover.
Oh God, that's awesome.
Love that cover too.
Yeah, I like the color in the background very much.
Yeah.
So the first issue of Tarzan was when they started the adaptation of the original book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The first DC issue.
Yeah, the first
It's
DC.
actually
Look at the
number 207.
yeah, look
because
at
they
the
kept
number.
numbering up.
oh, that's
Yeah.
right. They picked up the numbering from the Del Gold Key
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
207 or 214.
Look at that.
Of course, that depends how many pages each issue was, because DC had the habit of including a couple stories in each issue for a lot of books.
Yeah, and some fill-in pages depending upon how big it was. These were giants though back then. 52 pages.
Oh wow!
So they fill
That's
it
a
however
lot.
they could. That's a lot. The first couple issues were 52. Yeah, very different opening from the Treasury.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was edited down. Wow.
Yeah. Origin of the Ape Man, book 1.
So I need to ask an artist. Wow, there goes my English. Any artist from a non-artist perspective.
Okay.
Yes.
Is he frozen
Oh.
again?
Is he gone again?
He froze.
He is. He's
No,
frozen.
I saw him blink.
Jens, we're sorry
Blinking.
you're frozen.
Oh my god.
Sweden must have some really,
Oh, he's
really
back.
bad internet.
Is that guy there? Alien. What's he called? Harry Dean Stanton.
Okay.
He looks just like
Oh,
him.
it does.
Turn
That's
off the camera. Do my voice go through now? Or turn
Yeah.
off the
Yeah,
camera?
you're back.
Yep.
Okay, so
Back in the room.
oh, anyway, my question for an artist: how difficult is it to paint a pen like that?
To what?
Zero. Well, if I should paint that panther, I have no idea where to start.
Oh, I see. Panther. Oh, right. Okay.
You mean drawing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, drawing it and coloring it, and where to start is just
If you've
black.
got good reference, it's not that
Yeah. Good
Definitely, yes. Always go from reference for things like cats and animals that unless you're an expert at it. It
Mm.
just takes study, put together your references. There's lots of books on drawing books on drawing animals.
Yeah.
I've got about a dozen of them on my shelf. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because somehow for me it looks inverted. It's like there's more not painted than is painted. But still, you see the muscle, you see everything. I'm just amazed about, because I cannot imagine how to do that with so little coloring.
That's
And
the
you can-
skill of a
Yeah.
good comic book artist.
There you go.
Is to be able to use as few lines as possible to make something work on the page, really.
Yeah.
Because you don't want too much going on. And then from a color perspective, I mean, this is all flat color. So it's the ink. It's the line work that's done all the heavy lifting here, everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
take a look at Alex Toth if you want to see simplicity.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We've looked at Alex's stuff quite a bit. Just looked over his Zorro book about a month ago.
and when you see this drawing Kubert did of this Black Panther, so much of the drawing is just black ink, but that's the simplicity too that adds up for making a powerful drawing.
Yeah.
And then just leave enough white space for the blue ink to show through when it gets colored and printed. And, that makes it look more impressive. Now, if it's not a Black Panther, then you'll see that the drawings don't have a lot of lines to it either. So Russ is right. Simplicity is your best friend when drawing things like this.
Especially
wow.
during this period with people like Toth and Kubert, everybody's pressed against a real hard deadline. So the least amount of lines you can get down there to get your point across, the better.
How fast was Kubert? Was he doing a minute, 2 pages a day or more?
Oh, I think he was probably doing a lot more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was incredibly fast. He probably did 3 pages a day.
Minimal. Yeah.
Because he's the one artist that John Buscema, as much of a master as he was, John Buscema actually, took a second seat to his admiration for Kubert. So he said Kubert just did everything. And which is hard to imagine somebody like Buscema, taking a step back from somebody like Kubert, but he did. He had the biggest respect for Joe's work.
Kubert is. I've watched a few videos, old videos of him inking,
Oh,
and it blows your mind. I've been not emulating him, but I've been taking on board what he's saying, and
Yeah.
and the way that he does things, and it's changed the way I do my work without a doubt. Because it's just so it's genius, utter genius.
the best thing I from my inking was him saying on some video is that when you ink, just barely touch the pen or the brush to the paper.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable how it changed my inking. Whereas it just for a long time I would just bear down like I'm trying to engrave or something. And when he said that, I realized I gotta step back of my hand pressure, so
Yeah.
the tools flow easier.
Yeah,
Saves your hand, too.
Chick Stone was the heavy-handed inker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He had a big brush.
Oh yes.
Yeah, just when you think, oh, I'm getting somewhere, and then you go look at Joe Kubert,
I know.
and you think, okay,
Oh,
maybe I have to rethink this a little bit.
good catch, Glenn, and saying that looks like Harvey Dean Stanton. We're thinking,
Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kubert is very cartoony and yet very convincingly realistic at the same time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he is.
Well,
I
like,
mean, look
yeah.
at that panel, the upper left, the girl, and then look at the guy behind. Yeah, I mean, look at how cartoony he is, but he's completely convincing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think that's what Toth was like, I mean,
Yeah.
he had hardly any lines there, and yet it would be such a convincing image. It would always sort of get the gesture and the humanity across of all the characters that he produced.
Oh, and that's because of the power of the fundamentals they have down
Yeah.
pat
Yeah.
of their drawing. I mean, their drawing skills are so solid. They can go cartoony or realistic, and it still delivers every time.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
We've said this many times before, but it's still true that, and as we're all artists here, we will understand. It's what he leaves out rather than what he puts in.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Knowing when to go with a silhouette. That
Yeah.
that kind
You see,
of-
on the previous page when the Panther was fighting Tarzan, I think he's done two things there. First of all, he's cheated by not doing all the detail on the Panther, but I think he's also used that black to emphasize Tarzan more because he's the hero.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Tarzan jumps out from, his figure jumps out from inside the Panther.
And he's angled Tarzan in such a way that we get a very satisfying look at him from the front.
Yeah.
And when you think about the reality of that scene, he probably you'd see him from the side, but
Yeah.
you don't want to see that. You want to see Tarzan.
It's
Yeah.
the difference between what might be going on in the real world and what looks cool.
Exactly.
You got to have that compromise between the two things when you're drawing.
And that's why whenever Jack or Steve Ditko for Marvel would draw a cover and somebody's arm or leg was going off the side of the cover, Stan would say, no, we want to see all the limbs. And sometimes you'd see a bizarrely curved limb, so it could be all on the cover.
Oh yeah. Plus the beauty of Kubert's storytelling there is that as they said, as one of you guys said, the silhouette of Tarzan there in that third panel, then you see just a bit of him in the next panel, but then that big powerful sweep to the left that as Tarzan takes the brunt of the Panther, but still the flow of the line down the Panther's back into the flow of the girl's helmet brings you right back to the right.
Yep.
It's
Diagonal lines, very powerful.
just, masterful work by Kubert.
Yep.
Oh, just amazing.
We're going to put us back on big screen, Randy.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say something, but I didn't want to sound too bossy.
I hadn't looked at the computer.
What's stopping you?
I was too busy looking at the book. I figured if there was
Really
something
not
wrong, you'd
much.
let me know. Yeah. Here, the inking on these faces here really reminds me of Alex Nino a lot. It just blotches almost, but he gets the point, gets it across real well.
Oh, but the use of silhouettes too almost gives it that
Oh yeah,
cinematic feel. Very much a Toth attitude towards the.
Wow.
That.
I actually didn't see it as a silhouette. It totally tricked me.
Oh, you mean the couple standing on the railing there to the left?
Yeah.
Yeah, and yet there it is. It's
No, I actually tricked when covering up the coloring.
Again, genius work by Kubert, silhouetting the figures and making big, large casting shadows from the deck of the ship, but still done enough detail to let it almost read as if it's fully rendered.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
Just
awesome. Like with Hugo Pratt, just a couple little lines for clouds here, a couple little lines for birds, few lines here for the ocean. Yeah.
Well, you're seeing them in the next panel, and you're seeing both things at the same time. So when you look at those silhouetted figures, you know what they look like because you're looking at them at the same time, just to the right.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. See, those are the things you can learn from all these great old veterans of this stuff. It's so powerful.
It's a mutiny.
Ooh. Hit him, punch him. Boy, look at that bottom panel. Just those lines across that guy's shoulders and his arms. On the left here to the
here.
Yeah, just that flow, that absolute, rippling of muscle without being too detailed. It's just
right.
Yeah.
Your stuff does that, Russ, quite a bit in the cull work, the cull stuff.
Thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment from the great Rosemma.
Oh, please.
I wasn't joking. I meant it.
Oh man, gonna make me blush.
Fun, great shot here.
Oh, look at that! Those waves.
Yeah.
Does anybody else here absolutely get almost a coronary from trying to draw waves? Oh,
yeah,
it drives me crazy. Yeah, these guys.
Yeah. The longer, the more and more I do this, the more and more I realise I should relax more.
Yeah.
That's the key to it. When they do, you look at these waves, or so for instance, there's a great shot that Kubert did in one of his videos where he's got this spectacular event of this crocodile jumping out of the water, and he's inking the waves as the ripples as they come away. Literally, all he's doing is getting his brush and going blob 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 blob.
Yep.
He doesn't care. He's gone in with a dip pen or whatever and put in sort of like a few sort of peaks and troughs of waves, and then he's gone in with a brush, shop, and then he's on to the next thing. And it's just genius. It's just amazing to watch, and you can see how relaxed, and not just relaxed but confident he is. He knows exactly what he's doing.
That's the key word, confidence.
Yeah,
he just knows that what he wants to do is just what he wants to do. He doesn't have to worry about whether it's super accurate or whether it's the best drawing he ever did, or these guys were all about just getting the work done. And
at this point, he'd been in the business for what, 25 years?
Oh God,
at least.
Yeah,
probably longer than that. Probably closer to 35, 40 years, maybe. It's probably late 30s. He got in.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Saw is
35,
Sarah is
40
pointing
years.
out something good in the chat about the mustache.
yeah. The mustache is really good.
Hi, Sasha. Sorry, haven't been keeping up with the chat. Morning, Glenn. She says,
Sarah!
"Oh, nice panther drawing. Yeah. Oh, wow, big panel. Cheers." Yep. HR is in the house. Says hello. Hello, HR. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us again. Mustache. That means he's the bad guy. just as the history of cartoons, movies, and shows have had a tendency to show from forever ago through now. It's an old trick during vaudeville, how to identify the villain by dressing him in black and putting him a mustache on him so that you can see him from the audience. The structures of their faces and seeing facial expressions, just looking in their eyes, is amazing. Yep, that's
True.
Kubert.
Very true.
That's
Very,
why he had the school.
They understood all the tropes and the language, visual language, down pat.
I think in modern time, the mustache, not equal bad guy, but it becomes more elegance. It's an elegant character, and that could be a good and a bad person.
That's true. The actor Sam Elliott pulls it off like nobody else.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Unbelievable.
We know Sam.
Yeah.
Can nobody tell me nothing? You can.
Right.
What? What just happened?
And nobody told me nothing.
Can nobody tell me nothing? You can't tell me nothing.
There you go.
Joy.
I just love that.
I guess I have to ask for Greta now.
Oh, well, if you must.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
Oh, piss off.
She's of age now.
There we are.
Screaming.
I keep saying I keep that clip anytime we want to talk about modern Marvel. Anyway.
God, it's awesome. Real quick before you flip, Fundy, that last panel of the two of them on the edge of there, it's amazing how that makes them look as if they're so alone and isolated. It's just phenomenal.
Do we know who colored this?
Oh no, not really.
I don't know if they even gave credit to the colorist back then.
Glennis Wynn, I would think. She usually was doing a lot of coloring back then. I'm not sure how.
Let's go to the grand database. Let's see.
Gonna have to.
Is that Tarzan 201?
207.
207, Tarzan 207. Let's see if we credit a colorist who deserves to be credited for that beautiful work. Let's take a look. Tatjana Wood. Would that be Wally's one of Wally's wives?
Yes.
Tatjana Wood.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I never thought he was married.
He had 3 wives, not all at the same time.
Wow.
Well, that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. Yeah.
We know of. Yep. Jens came and went and came back, I think.
I told you it wouldn't be on longer than 3 minutes.
Why are we back on all layout here? There we are.
I think it's because he left. It just kicked it back out.
He might be on
Devices aren't
glacier.
connected, Jens. You're having a rough time with your net.
Maybe he's on a moving glacier. You know how it can be so cold.
Those damn glaciers get you every time.
Maybe.
These don't have
So Gray Stokes left on the coast of Africa to fend for themselves after the mutiny.
See that what is that monster? What is it? That thing? What is it? A lion or something? I can't
a
see.
lion, yeah.
Linus, yeah.
The way it looks so menacing because he's done it in black again, like the panther.
Yeah.
I have some information.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the connectivity category, Sweden is 9th with strong broadband coverage, but with a slower 5G deployment compared to the EU average.
Okay.
Just like I've said before.
I'm alive.
There you are.
Oh, you.
Lies.
Finally jumped off that ice floe back into the solid land. That's good.
Well, sorry. There was some rabbits chasing a fox, and the fox was chewing on the internet sharing cable we have with the 5 of our neighbors.
I told you it was Bill Everett.
Must have been.
Wow. Damn foxes.
Yeah.
But look at how they build up the tension of that lion. Have that in the bottom left page there. They have that dark silhouette, and then they have the lighting in the next page, that very monochrome, almost dark in the shadow coloring. So give that stark feeling, and then the big almost silhouetted lion. It's just amazing. This looks, gives it that spooky feeling. Just amazing.
Spooky, darling.
What was it?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
That's a
goodness.
classic.
My rifle, I left it in the cabin. Oh!
Fool!
Look at this. Just look at the lines on that ape's face. And then the way the ape is laying over the woman on the top right.
I know, dodgy, isn't it?
Just those lines. They're just so cash. They're great.
Oh.
So how many pounds of gorilla are on top of that woman?
Hard to say.
Let's see. If you multiply ape flesh by square root of
Enough for Lady Greystoke to never completely recover.
Yeah.
From that horrible episode, even after her baby was born. So she was pregnant at the time.
It's his fault, though. It's his fault for not taking the rifle in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fool. He's a fool.
Lucky for her, that gorilla was drawn.
Well, the largest of gorilla weighs between like 200 to 450 pounds. So 180
What is that in
kilograms.
Kilo?
91 kilos is like the average female, and 180 kilos is the average male.
Wow.
What's that in pounds?
Nuts and berries.
About 400 pounds for the male, 200 pounds for the female.
So she's getting squished.
So it says the structures of their face, facial expressions, just looking in their eyes. It's amazing. Dang, it's different when the good guy and the bad guy both have mustaches. Yep.
You remember what you remember what Kramer on Seinfeld said about those gorillas? Once those gorillas accept you, you got it made in the shade.
The panning in and out, the feel of things. It looks like he sat in a bunch of places drawing exactly what he sees until it became second nature over time. Quite a
There
few
is
decades.
that.
Yep. You don't always see the level of detail in a lot of panels so much now. Amazing. Each panel is a piece of art all by itself. Yep. With or without word or thought bubbles. Yeah.
Sure. Well, that goes a lot to just how much drawing these guys did early on.
Yeah.
As kids, and they were just drawing everything all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I'd argue with the word detail.
Could
It's
do this
just
with
very
Rockwell.
well laid.
The lack
lines.
thereof in this case, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't need any words to know everything that's going on. So detailed and realistic. Wow.
Well, it's because it's visual storytelling, and the
Yeah.
source material lends itself to visual storytelling.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It does.
Who just said hello there, Randy? I missed his.
Double Flyer Rex says hello. Good morning, all.
Hi,
Good morning,
Rex.
Rex. Hope you're doing well. You're always welcome in, buddy.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Says,
I
hey,
was
Double.
wondering if nobody could see it. So
What's up with the red monkey now?
He's red.
He's reddish brown. He's the old man monkey of the tribe.
Wouldn't you be upset if you were red?
He's the alpha ape.
I'll bet it looks a lot.
So this is just to separate the character.
See, look,
Yes.
red there. He's actually a reddish brown. He's more
Yeah,
brown.
I'll bet
than
he
red.
looked.
Yeah.
I'll bet he looked a lot less red when this was printed on newsprint.
Yeah.
It's probably telling those young apes, "Get the hell off my tree, you damn whippersnapper!"
Exactly right.
Dirty ape.
Get off my
Yeah,
lawn.
dirty apes.
Yeah, he was very brown in the.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
better paper, better ink coverage.
yeah, but not a better result.
Well, with newsprint, the paper,
Yeah.
coloring sinks in, and with this
Sucked
paper,
right
it
in.
sits on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same thing that's going on with the old pixel video games. When you port them to a high definition television now, you don't recognize that as you do on an analog monitor, because they made the art to look good on that media.
Right.
And
Oh,
the
yeah.
same we have here. You have better printing, better paper, better everything. But I believe they made the inking to make look on that paper and that inking back then. And now we got a different result that's, in my opinion, not good.
The coloring,
exactly right.
Yeah, the coloring back on newsprint was adjusted specifically because I knew what the paper was going to do to the color. So they adjusted everything they did to end up with the colors they wanted.
So yeah, this is actually, for me, very sad that we are disturbing history by reprinting on modern thing.
What I think they should be doing is they should be scanning the old newsprint pages and just doing a little color adjusting here and there, and they could just reprint that exactly as we originally saw it. I don't think anything's wrong with the coloring back then. It's just the paper was so bad.
Yeah, I mean, the art was the way that it was reproduced at the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Taschen did with those books. Taschen did scans of original comics.
Yeah.
Are they
that
the
would,
ones
that would require work and effort, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did Taschen reprint the Prince Valiant strips, or was that another?
No, that
They
was
just call it the Mandela effect. No, he was always this red. What are you talking about?
I think it was Fantagraphics, wasn't it? With the,
they did a run.
Yeah.
There were a couple of people that have reprinted the Prince Valiant material. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody did. I think they reproduced literally from the newsprint.
Yeah.
Printings, and they look just absolutely stunning.
Well, some of that stuff, all you have is the original printings if you're lucky. You know, the plates and the original stats for those are probably long gone on a lot of that material. It's muscle structure of all people, all types of animals. It's flawless, mad skill after so many years of doing the artwork at this point. Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Exactly. AI couldn't do it better than this. Nope.
No.
No,
Oh, can I drop my quote about AI?
Drop it.
Humans invented the machine to ease our burden, but art, it's not a burden, it's a signature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
that was Kamala Harris then.
Well,
I'm sorry.
That's mean.
What was that?
However, I do believe that AI belongs in the media of gaming, because that for me has always been human interacting with machine, a machine interacting with humans. So the gaming industry, I think, well, I don't know. Go ahead, and the art will be human how they play the game, but that's another story.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, I've been saying to people is that of all the things in the world that we need help with, art is the last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't exactly.
would-
I'd really like AI to kind of like make stuff and do things for us, and like leave the bloody art alone, will you?
Put AI to work, curing cancer. That's the good use of it. I mean,
Go on. Go and get on with it.
geez.
It's to be perfectly honest, the way that AI works, as far as its representation, the way it finishes off, a lot of the time it's sort of aiming towards what would technically be considered perfection, as in the perfect figure, the perfect scene, the perfect distance drawing, the perfect shading. And what's great about comics is the good ones, the really, really, really good ones, they're not perfect.
No,
Yeah.
This
have
isn't. This is not perfect. What we're looking at is not perfect, and that's what makes it great because it's unique. It is a signature. You're exactly right there.
The human frailty and the human tendency to be imperfect, but still get across exactly what you want. That's the beauty of it.
And it's and the great, the really great artists, the great comic book artists, they're the ones that are laying it down, and their imperfections are what make them what they are. It's like it adds to it's part of their style.
It's
And
their individuality.
your individuality, and I've learned that over the period, because obviously as a aspiring artist, a lot of the time you make the mistake of looking at things that you loved as a kid and thinking that they are perfect, and you try to do that yourself. You try to make the perfect line and the perfect image and the perfect, and none of it is. And that's why it's so damn special, and that's why AI will never get it ever.
Hey Russ, the 3 pages you did for me were perfect.
Well, thank you very much.
How's that for sucking up?
So the thing with AI is only as good as the programmer. That
Not
program,
good at fingers.
It really doesn't think for itself, and that means that it's limited also by the programmer's point of view, thoughts, prejudices, even political opinion.
AI has a lot of imagination. It gives people 6 fingers.
That's
I don't
true.
think that was
But the thing is,
imagination there. Yeah.
all these
It's
people,
not just a strange birth defect anymore.
it's not just for birth defects. Well, the thing is, the people programming these AI images, they figure what they want to do is produce the most perfect image that they can, because they figure they're using a perfect technology, and that ends up coming out stiff and plastic. It doesn't look real. Because I'll say the one thing, Jim Shooter gave me the best advice I ever heard, is that he said the biggest problem that he always was seeing is people that were submitting work to him is that they were always trying to get things perfect. And he said comics are not about being perfect. Comics are about being believable.
Yep.
And there's a huge difference between
They're
those.
about sucking you in and telling you a good story. That's what they're really about. Yeah.
True.
Well, that reminds me. I was in the theater and saw Les Miserables on a live stage.
Mm-hmm.
And at a certain point, there was an action scene where someone will knock out another character. And they did that with 5 meters distance between the character, because there were not any stunt doubles or anything. So he just make a swipe, and the orchestra will make some noise and thingy, and he will drop down 5 meters away from the attacker. And it was believable still.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But the timing, the music, the storytelling, it didn't need a stunt double. It didn't need to. It was there, and that is imperfection, perfection.
Yeah, because the way they staged it, the way they arranged it, they made it believable. Not realistic, but believable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this page is great because you're seeing the sequence here as the camera is pulling back in order to show distance. And the baby here being dropped, was
and you can tell it's deadly because of all that open space he's falling through, because it's a huge distance. And
Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot unseen that red color now.
That's true.
Really, it's a reddish brown from here. It might be the way it's the camera, the net's picking it up. It looks reddish on the screen on my computer here too.
Yeah,
it's really just a hard red brown.
Yeah, you actually, now that the page is bending, you see the different coloring of the first. Yeah, and if you bend it, the light will make it brownish.
Mm-hmm.
You can see why this was so popular when it first came out, and I don't mean the comic, I mean the story. It's such a powerful story.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how original it was, but it seems like it must have been pretty original.
Oh, back then
Tarzan was pretty original for its time.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. It was completely fresh and new.
I mean,
not to mention Burroughs was such a phenomenal writer. Just pure.
Oh, he stumbled into his job after failing at so many other things. He's like Frank Baum and a lot of these other pulp writers. They ended up writing for pulp magazines almost as a side thought because everything else that they had tried wasn't as successful.
Yeah,
he was what, 35 when he wrote this.
He was quite old. Yeah, he was pretty old.
Which back then was like 60.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer his John Carter to Tarzan, but his Tarzan was still fun.
The great thing I loved about reading the books, as opposed to seeing all the movies, is that the books have or at least the first couple of them have a real continuity sense to them, because almost a soap opera feel to it, which I think Burroughs used intentionally to draw people in.
Oh, to get them to return to the next issue.
Yeah. Well, to keep them hungry for more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great elements here. Very much like soap opera. Here the apes are storming the cabin, taking the baby, killing Lord Greystoke here.
Yeah, Burroughs, you could tell that he wasn't, with these Tarzan stories, he wasn't monkeying around.
The old ones are the old ones.
I'll leave now if you guys want.
Is that what Jim Shute said as well?
Yeah. I'll be that one. It's his fault.
Monkeys are not apes.
There we go.
Actually, apes are monkeys.
Exactly about AI. It's so beautiful to be able to look at art and can see which artist, etc. it is. AI makes it so generic, right? Perfection is imperfection and looks worse than the style of a hand.
True.
But Charles is right. Technically, monkeys are monkeys are not apes, but
They have tails. They have tails. Monkeys.
That's not what makes them different.
Nope. Sarah says, "Don't
No,
mind me."
but they do have tails.
My head went straight into the gutter in a serious convo. Looks stiff is another one. Leave AI to
Stop
those toys. Yeah. Sarah says, "Yes, imperfect perfection. AI will never get to the point in place of this kind of pure talent over decades. Not just run it through AI, which pretty much everyone could be able to do without talent." Well, it serves its purpose. You're seeing a lot of that in the corporate world where they're taking AI storyboarding and stuff like that. And it just adds to the taking the heart out of the products that they're used for. The movies become more less of an art form and more of a formula, corporate structure to make money.
Edgar Rice Burroughs was actually 37 years old when Tarzan began its magazine serialization.
Is that 1929? I think it was.
1912.
1912. Oh, yeah. Long before 29. Yeah.
What?
He was 37, he was 37 years old.
Wow. At 37.
That's amazing.
And he had done a ton of stuff before that. He'd gone and adventured pretty much all around the world. Right? That should be in the biography.
He did a lot of stuff, didn't he?
Did a lot of stuff, did a lot of things.
Okay, I'm sorry, but why do I get Winnie the Pooh or killing a panel?
Winnie the Pooh?
Winnie the Pooh where?
Yeah, the last silhouette. The last panel.
Here?
Yeah. It's like all of a sudden
Robin, Winnie the Pooh.
Huh. I don't know, Jen. I think maybe you're you have a fever right now. Are you feeling?
I think it's a Danish thing.
And as we've mentioned before in products like this, strategic covering of nudity.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
You can show a nude body without
Yeah,
having to show
Richard Corbin would handle that very differently.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Well, I mean,
There'd be a lot of swinging going on.
Swinging to the rain. Yeah.
he's definitely playing a hard game of hide the wiener.
Yeah.
Oh, did I tell you that we have a children's show, international television in Denmark, called John Wienerman, with an
Oh, I've seen those.
I told
Those
you
are
it was a
hilarious.
dick.
Seriously? That's
Yes,
awesome.
yes. He has the largest wiener in the world, and he can whip the lion to protect everybody. He can helicopter himself as a superhero. He can do anything with his long wiener.
Oh my
I see it
God.
now. Here it is. Danish kids show about a man with magic penis is innocent and goofy, says TV critic. And here's a picture. Wow. He has
Throw
the
it up
longest
there. I'll
penis in the
throw it
world,
up there.
and it's magic.
Yeah, it can do anything.
Well, it's funny. That's what I was. That's what they said about me in college. I wasn't sure if that really.
It's very Danish. That's what this article says. It's a claymation show.
Well,
Wow. Cool.
oh,
Yeah. It's good in the
Who
medical
knew?
field, aka Da Vinci surgery, etc., robotic and just small incisions. I've had that, and AI belongs there. I've had it, just not in here. Yeah,
See what you means.
art is art. Dear God, naked and
I'm watching
naked
some of
straddling
this.
a tree with a
I'm
rope.
watching some of this animation, and it's not to be believed.
Oh, I have to look that
I would
up.
say not.
That's too good.
That is quite amazing.
Yeah, he's playing around with two black. The
Yeah.
Alpha 8 there.
Well, Russ, remember how you said earlier about the simplicity? Look at that lower left-hand panel with the lion walking through the grass.
Mhm.
Just a few tufts of what he feels like he's actually walking through a field of grass. It's just the way they place just the right amount of detail.
Barry Smith would have drawn every blade of that grass.
Every single blade, yes.
And it would have looked superb.
Yes.
It would have.
That's true.
Oh,
too.
sure.
It would be Barry Smith. So
And look in the upper right how the apes are almost hip deep in the grass,
Yeah.
and without showing any blades of grass anywhere near them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you get the idea.
Yeah, it's just establishing.
It's easy for you to say.
Apparently not. The information beforehand, and
Exactly. It's just, you've seen it. You've seen the grass. You know it's grass.
what Randy said.
Oh, that's me right there. That's awesome. Oh man, just
Boy, look at that. Hold on a second. Before you turn it, the big panel there with Tarzan with the yeah. I mean, what a little bit of chafing going on there, I would think.
I was going to say,
Yeah. Yikes.
I don't have things down there to worry about, but you guys,
What did you say, Charles? A little bit of shaking going on down there.
Chafing.
I know, I
Chafing.
heard.
Trust me, Allison, you're not missing anything. Trust me.
I'm very happy about this fact.
He's used to it by this point. Yeah. He's climbed a lot of trees already.
Now, if he was that Danish guy, he could anchor himself to the tree very easily.
There you go.
Probably.
Well, not everybody can be that Danish.
That's the great thing about Kubert too, is that the way he laid this story out, he has all, so many of the panels are small and fairly simplistic, but then just to add that visual flair, then he'll come up with a nice huge panel with this beautiful detail, like the one before where he's on the tree and the rope and everything.
Mhm.
And then this one here where he's facing off this huge giant ape. It's just that visual give and take, small versus, expansive. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see the ape's genitalia either.
Not that we're
Good
looking
point.
for.
That's very
It's
good.
shadowed.
Tough to
My
hide.
favourite panel is that panel with him coming in the room with that shadow.
Yeah.
That's the panel.
Oh boy.
the silhouette one, the mostly silhouette page.
Yeah, that reminds me
Panel
of.
four.
Do you know Tom Yates' artwork?
Oh yes.
He looks like he could have drawn that panel.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yates is awesome.
Yeah.
Really is. Plus, you can tell how Kubert's using Wally Wood's 22 panels that always work rule of thumb.
Oh yeah.
Just yeah.
Look at the difference in the intensity of the colors here.
Yeah.
From the newsprint to the shiny glossy paper. What a huge difference.
I'll take the muted tones every time.
Yes, I'm sure they were done that way in order to be muted because of the newsprint.
Yeah, I like the muted tone better.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when you had such beautiful foundation ink work, you know, the color was just a little icing on the cake, really.
Yeah.
Has this ever been done in black and white, reprinted in black and white?
I'm not sure if there's an artisan version of this or not.
Yeah,
there should
or a showcase presents. I don't think so.
No, because this is a whole different. The license is controlled by the Burroughs estate.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you mean printed black and white? It is with no color.
like in a showcase presents.
Yeah.
I would have loved this stuff in a black and white just to get Kubert's line work.
Because it's the way these rights work are funny to the individual owners. Because, for example, I've got a showcase presents that has all of the black and white Doc Savage magazines in it.
Oh, no kidding.
That came out from DC when those magazines originally came out from Marvel, but Condé Nast owns the license. So at the time, DC was doing a lot of pulp characters, and Doc Savage was one of them. So they went and got the rights to reprint those magazines in a Showcase Presents book, and they did that.
We talk about the Marvel issues of Doc Savage and all that?
Yeah, the Marvel magazine issues of Doc Savage.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now on eBay. Showcase presents Doc Savage.
And for example, when the Essentials were coming out from Marvel, one of the first early Essentials they did was Conan.
I have that.
And at the time, they didn't have the license for it. They just printed it. And the Howard estate come back on them and said, don't ever do that again.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't.
And they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Tarzan. There is no Tarzan, apparently.
No, I don't ever remember seeing one.
Well, let's go to the database and see if it was ever reprinted in black and white anywhere.
I really think that's why Dark Horse did this, to tell you the truth. I didn't know this existed until I found it in a bargain bin at one of the shows.
Yeah, I would have bought that in a heartbeat if I saw that at a show. I would have bought that in a heartbeat. That would have been a second thought if it was in a bargain bin. But then again, I bargain bin dive, so
all the best people do.
That's one of the musts. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing to go through is the dollar bins. So.
Oh yeah.
We looked at Hogarth's adaptation of Tarzan of the Apes. What was it, about a year and a half ago, and it had a lot of the same material in it, but not done, by Kubert. It's done by Hogarth.
Oh, they reprinted the Bern Hogarth ones. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I prefer the Kubert stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously two different artists, two different points of view.
Yeah.
On this, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally appreciate. I just prefer the other one. Kubert.
Look at the power of that right-hand page, that huge vertical panel.
Yeah.
The perspective on that, the ape figure coming at you is like you can feel the effect of it falling towards you. Oh, that power. That's pure drawing skill right there. It's like Kubert embodied that thing that Toth always said. He said, to make great comics, you boil everything down to the barest minimum and then draw the hell out of everything else. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
That red is burning my retina, though.
It is. That's a powerful, solid red there.
Okay, what does that look like in the Treasury? If it is in the Treasury.
Oh, yeah, it's there.
Yeah, much better.
Different shade. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can actually see. You can see the ape now. You can see the anger. Totally different.
So much more detail.
Should look at the Treasury
on the ink work coming through here. Yeah.
Yeah,
The power of
because
cheap newsprint.
I have to impression. What do you call it? Whatever. I thought that Tarzan was the other dog here, but there is so much anger still going on in the ape in the old print that you don't see here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the thing I like about this panel especially is he's clumsy. He's not grabbing him in a dramatic pose. He's just flopped over, pushing him down.
Yeah. That also shows probably
That's
how
great.
exhausted he is from fighting that ape. I mean,
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Because in reality, he'd just tear your arms off and beat you with the soggy ends.
Yeah, they're not those two. They're not in the same weight class.
No.
Well, I will say as an MMA fighter myself, weight do matters.
Well, size does matter.
are you serious about? No, you're not serious
What?
about doing
Me?
MMA. Yeah. Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Of course,
Yeah,
weight matters.
Get him back on camera. We need to see.
If you're being,
we need to see some proof.
He doesn't have his camera on at the moment, just probably to protect his net. Yeah.
Okay, here.
All right.
if you're being weighed down by someone who's twice your size, of course it matters.
Yeah.
Nope.
He
Get
activates his
that
camera.
shirt off.
Yes, take that shirt off.
Here we go.
That's right. Objectify our guests. There we are.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here's my gear.
Well, to be honest, anybody can buy those at Old Drake. Oh,
Yeah, he's gonna come over there and kick your ass.
There we are.
okay. That's going to stay with me for a while. All right.
All right, we're convinced.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Dial
think
it back
you
there a
need to
little
take
bit.
the shirt off.
Yeah.
Moving on.
What? You want to see me take my shirt off?
Oh, no.
That's all right. We believe you. We believe you.
Glenn did that once, and I'm still recovering. So don't.
I'm sure
don't-
Sarah's in the chat asking. Yeah.
Yeah, this show's taking a bizarre turn.
I'm just
It has.
saying, you could appease the ladies here. Take off the shirt.
Yeah, no. See, usually, Allison, you got to pay for something like that. So I don't know what you.
No, I don't.
Sarah says, "Dear God, naked straddling a tree, rope, yeah, chafing, yep. The page on the right, the big panel. And sorry, Sarah, I'm behind on your communications here. Hopefully, no stinging, biting bugs in the tree. OMG, that baby says things I want to say to a T. There we are. Yep, that's the chafing I was talking about, whether male or female. So this is the large panel with the other panels looks better than the full 2-page splash pages you see now. I was just thinking the man must feel inferior to the Apes package. Oh boy.
If you look,
OMG. I'm so glad you have both styles of the same art to show the difference. Thanks for sharing, Zim. Thanks, Sarah.
Sarah,
Zim
I love
doesn't-
you. We need to hang out.
Zim doesn't use his bell anymore. Ha! Always jumped with that and missed it through the Delta ick. Yeah. I still got it. I just don't use it very often.
There you go.
Well, just wait till Tarzan hits puberty, then we'll see some package action.
Ooh, suddenly I'm
There we are.
hungry.
The mouse would do more than just say, don't do that. They'd take about 50 pounds of flesh with it. I love Dark Horse. Wow. Look at that saturation of red background in the bottom left panel. Yeah. Yeah, right. Right, with red. Yep, dang. The ape, even with the battle, the bottom of the right page is holding him. So just a lesson being taught of who's king. Talking about here.
Oh,
That's Kala here, because he was so exhausted. His ape mom comes in and comforts him,
yeah.
figuring out what he did. Who's Alpha? Or the ape could have killed him in a nano, second to in the very beginning of the battling. Rar Jens. My mind, it takes
Great,
bizarre
Jen.
turns, so there's just a matter of keeping up with it. Yes, we need to hang out.
I didn't catch it. How often do you fight?
Woot to,
Jens?
woot to the bell. Jens, how often do you
well,
fight?
Well, I have never been in a competitive fight. It's only training and sparring.
Gotcha.
But
I
I
got-
have been in
That's
real.
the way to
I
stay
have been in
healthy.
real fight.
There you are.
That's my job as
I've got-
security
keep
in
going.
Denmark.
Just quick.
Say what? Oh, Russ had to take off for a sec. Oh no. Hang on.
No, he's
Hang
got
on.
stuff up. He's got his
Got it.
Fighting
Yep.
trophies.
Yep.
Hey, here we go.
Fighting trophies.
Ah,
That's why you're comic book black belt.
Just saying.
nothing is nothing
Say-
compared to your sock monkey and your light, which I'm still so jealous.
That's
Yes.
So correct.
Okay, do we need to see a sign of real toughness? Take a look at this. Go ahead. Randy,
Here we
give
go.
me-
Come
give
on.
me-
Come on. Come on. Look at that.
That's what we're talking about. Right there. Right there.
Sarah says, "Ooh, shiny."
Shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah, that's my forehead. No, I tell you, if you guys were talking about if there was a black and white edition of this Tarzan work, I'm
Yeah.
not so sure about that. But if anybody's ever seen IDW's artist edition of Kubert's Tor, Tor, that is just phenomenal. I mean,
I might have
that's
to dig that up.
I managed to pick those. Was it 4 issues, isn't it? Tor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I picked those up last year.
There's
So-
a lot of Tor material out there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he had it printed in 2 or 3 different places.
Yeah, and the thing is, the IDW not only has the beautiful large reproductions of the black and white ink pages, but it has a lot of his pencil work too, which
Oh,
is phenomenal.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, it is, and it really it's so much better than even this Tarzan work, which is amazing.
Hmm.
It's just out of this world. Just if you can ever get that, Randy, or somehow.
Well, it was his own IP too, so he,
Oh yeah, he really
shows
spent,
his
you can
heart and his
see
love.
he spent time on it. It's just a masterpiece.
I've got some of it, but I didn't know that there was an artisan edition of it out. I'll have to dig that up.
Yeah. Oh man.
Take a look.
There's a lot of it online, so that'd be great.
Second issue, classic cover again. Knowing how to put detail in, knowing how to show menace through silhouette.
Wow. Right there, yeah.
More strategic nudity.
It's the worst kind of nudity.
The worst kind?
Well, not
Yeah.
for the Comic Code Authority.
Well, that's true. Did get past him.
Quick recap. We'll have to dig up John Buscema's Tarzan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the second issue that Buscema did on the cover is a absolute masterful shot of Tarzan fighting 2 big cats. I think a
Yeah.
leopard and a black panther. Oh my!
Oh yes, that was a great cover.
Oh my
I
God!
think that issue is the one that he inked as well, the interior.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
there's one Marvel Tarzan that he inked. I think it's number 2.
I'll have to see if I have those. I might have those.
They're amazing.
I'm not sure if I have those. I have to look through my collection.
Buscema really was his own best inker.
Mm-hmm.
His stuff is just out of this world. Like the Thor annual number 13, where Thor versus Mephisto, and
Oh, that was a good one.
it was all Buscema pencil and inks, and just amazing.
That,
Yeah, it is number 2. Tarzan number 2, the one from Marvel.
Yeah.
That was Big John inking Big John with colors
Oh,
by Marie Severin.
oh,
There you are. Yep.
Just amazing.
And I think it's the only one that he inked himself.
Nobody,
Yeah, I believe you're right. Yeah, because he was busy with Conan at the same time too.
Yeah.
hardly nobody appreciated what they had back then. You know,
Oh,
Just,
God.
you look back on all this stuff and you go, "Wow!" You know, that's why we do this, folks. So
That's why we do this.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that ape's face in that bottom corner. That's just. Ugh.
eyes drawn right there. Boom.
Well, Randy, I have completed my task by being here more than 3 minutes, and now real life is calling me.
Yeah, off and
Okay,
on.
gents.
Off and on.
But I don't know about that. Were you here for 3 consecutive minutes?
I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what?
Show your
That
book.
was-
Bunny.
That's my book. That's Bunny, the Darkborn Rabbit.
Darkborn Rabbit. I love it.
And yeah, and this is what's going on in here.
Oh, very cool. Oh, nice shot of that wolf. Wow.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's my
Some-
artist, and he's doing a tremendous job on this.
Excellent.
You get Bunny on Amazon, and you get my novel Dreamlight City on Amazon too. Have fun.
Great.
Excellent.
Take care.
Jens, thanks so much for stopping by today. You're always welcome, however long you can swing by.
Oh, thank you. I'm so.
All right. You take care now.
Keep
I
swinging.
will.
Cheers, Ed.
I will
swinging.
swing it. Bye bye.
Take care.
It's always inspiring to see somebody live their life stream. Being on here for more than 3 minutes. It's just,
Yep. That's
With you.
Yeah, and with you, exactly.
Yeah.
he survived it. That's the thing. That's the real life's accomplishment. Oh,
Sarah says, Bunny. Ow.
Bunny.
Oh, I love the cardstock cover. Ooh, nice, Jens. Yep.
excellent. Oh man, I can't get over that ape's face in that bottom corner. That's just
Isn't that great?
unbelievable.
Your young
Yeah, it's
Tarzan.
great. Actually, I like the body. I like the body on the ape and the panel before it. The way
Yeah.
it's set. It looks really, really good.
Oh yeah, the musculature showing through the fur and the hair. It's just amazing. Oh,
I'd love to get my friend Erica on this, as she's a PhD candidate in primatology.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'd love to hear her take on this stuff.
They're monkeys.
Well, technically, yes, they are monkeys.
We go. PhD secured.
Man, oh man.
Victory cry of the great bull ape.
What a powerful setup for that too, because just that panel before, the two small figures in that pure white
Yeah.
is almost like there's this buildup of the yelling out in the next panel. Just wow. Amazing.
Tarzan turned into Danny Harrison there, and that where he's screaming.
We're not sure who Danny Harrison is.
Yeah, we don't give us a
George-
reference, Glenn.
George Harrison's son.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I can say, yeah, I seen him before. Yeah, I can see that. Good eye. Good eye.
Menacing.
Mm.
And then at the end, we have Christopher Robin and Pooh again. Yeah.
We have to credit Jen with that kind of cross reference of
Tunkala, never again will two black trouble us. Now all know I am your son.
Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, bother.
Exactly.
God.
Wow.
It's where he figures out how to write. If there's a
Amazing.
language.
I like the way he's never seen a white man before, but he's thinking in English.
Well, that's the power of comics.
Well, I mean, Tarzan
You get 'em,
taught
Glenn.
himself how to read by comparing the letters to ants moving across the page.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Tarzan's rather unique. He learns to write and spell in English, but he first learns to talk in French.
Oh. I
When
hope
he,
somebody cracks his grip on that pencil. He's going to get terrible,
Do you know?
carpal tunnel if he's not careful.
That's Eric Larson.
Oh yeah, there. Yeah, that's it. That's how. That's
Throwing
how
like that for years. Yeah.
Why do you think he has this outrageous accent?
Is that why they had Christopher Lambert play him in that one movie? My
There you
God.
are. Yep.
God damn it.
I wave my private parts at your auntie.
I don't want to rain on the Kubrick parade, but that is the worst drawing I've seen of a cloud.
Yeah, it is pretty bad.
In my life, that's the worst thing.
Come on, it's smoke.
It looks like
nobody.
it looks like dirty steel wool.
Yeah,
Looks like
nobody in the
like a
history.
bad root. That's what it looks like. Gangly root. Yeah, well, they can't all be 100%.
Yeah.
No. It's like,
It's not AI.
No.
That's
yeah, it's
true.
better than AI Cloud. No.
Then it would have 6 fingers.
And 12 toes on one
Yeah.
foot.
Man.
Like that.
But look at that. Look at this, the structure of the figure in that middle panel on the left page.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Gripping that tree in the middle of the storm. Man,
And the black on his shins, the way he's shaded, just brilliant.
oh.
That
Another
third
great
pan,
piece of
those vertical panels are really nice, especially the last one with all those and the color, nice muted color in the background, so you can see everything in the foreground.
Yeah.
In a storm like that, the last thing you would do is climb a tree.
They don't know that.
Well, he's been
true.
reading books and teaching himself French and English for 2 issues.
He hasn't gotten up to the L's yet to learn about lightning.
Right? Maybe he wants to get struck by lightning and turn into a superhero.
I'm surprised he hasn't got a white flag.
Betcha.
He's going to turn to the Flash.
He missed the volume on storm preparation, and we'll get to it.
And in the muted tones, that cloud doesn't look quite as bad. Maybe.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Nobody has ever seen a cloud like that in the history of mankind.
There's
Damn it,
the
Joe. Damn it.
comparison.
Looks better in a treasury.
It does. It's nice light
Yeah.
reflection here. You can hardly see it there. Really pops out in the treasury.
And that panel at the top of the second page there proves why you don't climb a tree in a storm, because it's falling over.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, look, lions.
That's got a whole different look.
Whoa, got a yellow lion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, they have kind of a yellowish fur.
Might have been light on the red plate.
I was going to say, I think they
Yes,
looks
right.
like they missed the color plate on that printing.
Yeah,
of
it
it.
does.
The whole page
does.
looks light, so
Yeah, that's what I mean. Probably missed the because the next page after that we're back to more of an orange
Yeah.
tiger.
yeah.
Oh, but what a good that the bottom right panel though. That's a really good anatomy on that lion.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
just beautiful. Boy, oh boy. That is nice.
Especially given the unusual pose here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
another great shot.
Gee whiz. It's amazing how these guys like the second panel where he's throwing the thing at the lion. Just the flow of the lion's front legs and his paws and everything. That's just, boy, I've always had problems trying to draw those so they're effective like that. That's just amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
The great distance shot.
Oh, more use of that negative space. That's
I like Tarzan with the panther cub,
wow.
the little Bagheera.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that flow of that panther. Man,
Panther was great.
just amazing.
Try to catch me a little bag of bones. I am no frightened she.
Then you have the ultimate question: does a leopard have spots on its eyes?
Pronoun trouble.
Leopard, that seeing the bull ape through the leopard's eyes. Yeah, that's great stuff.
So effective. So good.
I'd really like to see that upper right panel in the Treasury if you could produce that.
Honestly, I don't think it's there.
No, just edit it out.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they jump right from the lion attacking down to this panel. So that whole battle there is just edited out.
Well, that sucks.
Well, we'd have to get a copy of the original comic to see that in newsprint.
That'd take me a little bit to dig up, but I've got it back here in my long boxes. That was one of the first Tarzans I remember buying.
Oh, and by the way, I just looked it up. IDW does have an artist editions of one of Kubert's run on Tarzan.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Tarzan and the Lion Man, it's called.
All right. That's
It
one of the
covers-
later books that he did.
Yeah. Oh,
That'd still be a joy to see.
oh, it sure is. I'm looking at some of the pages now.
We ended up spending a month going over Walt Simonson's book, I think, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Walt Simonson's artisan book.
Oh man.
There's worse things to go over.
Oh yeah.
Man, oh man. Yeah, this stuff here must have been some of his later work because it's wow. Amazing.
I've got a copy of his Tex Western story that he did just a couple of months before he passed.
Oh, no
We'll
kidding.
look at that. We'll look at that one of these days.
Are these
yeah.
tribes? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are these tribes supposed to be some specific tribe or just generic African tribes?
Very generic. Yeah.
I don't think he was going for that kind of accuracy.
No. No, and back then they were really prejudice because in the books Tarzan finds the tribes and considers them to be less than the apes.
Can't do that today.
No.
Oh, you couldn't do any of this today.
Nor should you really. But no, of course, you take a lot of it with a grain of salt. It's all being a fictionalized version of Africa and the apes and the natives and stuff.
Also the context of the day too, of the time.
And look
period.
what he's called. Look what he's called. Chief Mbongo.
Yeah.
Oh man. Chief Mungo. Wow.
At least he's not of the Ukabunga Kungalui tribe.
True.
Yeah.
His wife is though.
Thank goodness for that.
That was in Melvin of the Apes in Mad.
Oh, jeez, that's right.
He comes across the tribe. Oh, it's the Ukabunga Kungaluis.
Man. Oh.
Sarah says, yelling out to be very quiet abyss. Very good eye about that. Yeah. OMG. The lightning storm panel is gorgeous. Yeah. Not quite the cloud, though. Everybody was picking on the cloud. So.
Yeah.
No, this is the Tarzan of the Apes
His wife is through
books, right, Brandy?
Land. Pardon?
This is Tarzan of the Apes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they do have a artist edition of these books.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Need to
Just
dig that up.
amazing.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Wow.
Kills Tarzan's mom.
Mrs. Tarzan.
Kala, I believe her name was. Yeah. Mrs. Zan. Yeah. Jumps into the trees.
Is it the trees, man?
That arrow is like the moving scar on Marlon Brando's face in that biker film. Points
The
every
wild
which
one?
way. Yeah, when his scar moves, there's a sequence where he's on a motorbike and it cuts to close up and then long shot, and his scar moves all the time. And that arrow in that lady ape there, his mum is changing all the time. It's in the back there on the first panel, and then it's in the front, and then it's on received on the side.
Oh, he's got a couple of them. She's got a couple of them. So, yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I stand corrected. I didn't see.
He rolled her over.
Right. Okay.
Or she rolled over. She's on her front here.
My bad was the same.
Face down.
The artist edition has all 4 issues and two other stories. Somebody's got it online here for $100, which seems like a tremendous bargain.
That's about the right price for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
Those books ran for 125 a piece.
Trouble is, it costs you $100, so it's sent.
Yeah.
Over to you. Yeah, it would. That's no exaggeration either anymore.
$100 plus and 6 months of waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
There's a great amount of just dropped off backgrounds here.
For me to get my author's copies of Rammer plus the shipping, it's almost the same as me buying it retail on Amazon.
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
That's stupid.
She puts death.
Why is he taking him back when he's killed him? Why has he done that? Says he's traveled.
Good question.
I think if I remember the books right, he did it to set an example.
Right.
I think that's what they're pointing out here, the little white devil in the jungle. Who can tell what impulse caused the boy to play this bit of mischief? Says Tarzan. Tarzan knows he has but seconds before the people return, but his attention is caught by the contents of a nearby hut. And he sets up this, so he can tell what impulse the boy to play a bit of mischief to create this rearrangement, and thus begins the legend surrounding the awesome powers of Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle.
Huh.
So he's rearranged those skeletons for them to find.
Yeah. On the guy's throne. The king of the tribe's throne.
Right.
He takes some of their arrows, too, that are dipped in poison. And he starts running with a loincloth at that point, too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, because he sees that they're all dressed and covered. So he starts covering himself.
See, the Comics Code Authority even got back then. It was amazing.
No, it's in the book. It's in the books. He saw that
You
man
know,
had a loincloth on, so he started wearing a loincloth too. It's from him
I knew
studying
it
the
was a
tribe.
joke.
Pardon?
I said I knew it was a joke.
see,
sorry.
Russ, you get me. That's what's so wonderful. You get
Yeah,
me.
I think it might be worth a plane ticket just to come over and get pissed with you, mate.
Make sure it's a two-way trip because you don't want me stuck here with me. Trust me.
I'll come over here and have some chicken.
No.
Uh,
A little bit of Jen's hometown here. We can teach you to.
You're only 3 hours away. So
Is
Yeah.
that all?
yeah,
Well, from me to you, but not even that. Two, really.
2.5,
Yeah.
3 if you take US 10.
Well, if I know I'm going to get chicken, it'll be a lot sooner than that. Trust me.
There we are. Be here in a half an hour. There you go. Zoom. I think we should probably end it there.
yeah, it's probably a good
Oh.
point. The
Spot.
third issue.
Not bad.
More next time.
Coming up to another great cover. Yeah, we could do more next time. Sticking a bookmark in this. So we'll do more Tarzan next week, folks.
Awesome.
Great stuff. We've been looking at, we started out looking at the Treasury edition of Tarzan of the Apes and jumped over to the Dark Horse collection. So that's the camera difference.
Thanks to my skillful manipulation of the host, I take full credit.
Well, we want to look at the unedited version of it anyway, whether it's poorly colored or not. So
True.
that's it. More next week, folks. Next Sunday. More Sunday Funnies, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. More Tarzan then.
Yep.
Hope you'll stop by and hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into the past. Great show. Thanks for sharing. Thanks, Sarah. Always happy to have you here. It's that much to buy your own work. WTF, capitalism at its finest. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
There we are.
I might even make it back next Sunday, depending if I get enough graft payments.
Twice in a row, you're going to freak people out.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Guys.
That's
If I
crazy
think I
talk
can
right
lose
there.
somebody money on a bet, I'll be here.
Scott, tell people how they can find you.
Well, you go 16 yards down, then you make a left. Okay. Now you go to Facebook, type in Scott Rosema. There'll be an icon of Steve Reeves Hercules. I'm not saying anything. I'm just, that's me. So, by God, stop by. All kinds of stuff happening there.
All right, Charles, tell people how they can find you.
They just look. Just go out there and look. Just keep looking, and then you'll find me, and you'll find Rammer, RAMMU, or the Master Thief in a future police state. That is the shortest elevator pitch in entertainment. First issue is behind me. Second issue is right here. It's all on Amazon, and you buy it. And if you don't think it's the greatest comic you've ever read, get in touch with me, and we'll negotiate a bit. Maybe we'll get you up to second best issue of any comic you've ever read. But it's out there. It's for sale on Amazon, and I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Facebook. Reach out, and I'll give you some free PDF previews of these comics.
If you look at something and there's nothing there, what's the difference of figuring out what it was in the first place?
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better.
Allison, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me here at the Indie Comics Network on Fridays at 3 p.m. when I do Arting with the Alley Cat. I work on such fun pictures as my own version of The Crow because I saw the new movie, so you don't have to. And I hang out with these people.
Right amount of pause, right amount of
Yeah, there's quotes around that word people.
yeah.
People.
People.
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
But I didn't get to see Jen's chest, so I'm a little disappointed.
There's always next time.
DM him.
For you. We'll make sure. Don't worry.
The cops are doing their job as long as they don't be mean to people who are actually being innocent. Then I'm all gravy, baby.
Hello.
Cut off by the stupid hoax. All right. And I can be found in most social media things. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. I stay away from the porno ones, especially the one with the letter X. Yeah, that's about it.
That's 3 o'clock where, Jen? Allison?
3 o'clock somewhere. Right now?
Here on Indie Comics Network?
Indie Comics Network,
Yep.
yes.
3 p.m. Indie Comics Network, Fridays.
Fridays, okay.
Yep, Fridays at 3.
I'll see if I can't swing in and disturb things.
Feel free.
Russ, tell folks how they can find you.
You can find me at russleach.com. Sign up for the email list so you can get books that look a bit like this.
Whoa.
There you go. There's the grey tones on that bugger. That's the kind of artwork you can see in the Atlantean. It's on its way. Sign up for the email list and we'll tell you when it's here. We should be crowdfunding in September. You'll get it on your mat in October, end of October. Yeah, sorry, no, in November, because obviously the crowdfunder will end at the end of October. So it's pretty quick turnaround. The artwork's going to be finished by the time, pretty much finished, 95% by the time we go to the crowdfunder. So it'll be turned around really quick. Go to russleach.com, sign up for the email list, and I can keep you informed. There's some more artwork there, some more grey tones going on there. We can keep you informed of what's going on when it's going on. There's loads of other versions of the Shadow Kingdom coming out as well. Especially, we're particularly interested in our artisan version, where we got an oversized version that you can see the actual artwork, the scans. Want to find out more about that? Just go to russleach.com and sign up for the email list now. Okay.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
I draw anything for money.
Glenn, tell folks how they can find you.
Like Charles, you should just look and go on Google and Amazon and Instagram.
Glenn's not going to hold your hand. Get out there and bloody look.
And I promise I won't run away because I've damaged my knee and I can hardly walk at the moment. So.
Oh man!
But yeah, just go to Google and put my name in, or go to Amazon. You've got 12 books on there, various things, science fiction, all kinds of good stuff. From mycomic.com, just Facebook, just look around and I'll be there.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
That's right.
So apropos, it's amazing.
And folks, I've been your host, Randy Zimmerman. You can find my stuff over at arrowcomics.store. You find a lot of books over there. Some of them I've written, some I've drawn and written, and there's some books over there by other folks as well. Some great, great entertainment. We try to put up the best stuff we possibly can for you to enjoy. So go over there and check it out, arrowcomics.store. Also, go over to funmycomic.com. The Glenn's books over there. We'll have our campaign over there for the Atlantean as soon as it's ready to go. We're all good and groomed.
Yeah, I think so.
There we are. Yes. Again, folks, thanks so much for stopping by. We'll see you next Sunday at 9 a.m. for more Tarzan and Joe Kubert. Friday morning at 5 a.m. when Scott's still sound asleep, where we'll be going over Dead Man by Neil Adams. So on Comics by Night, Scott's still asleep.
He'll be a dead man.
Just smell like one, that's all.
Friday mornings, 5 a.m. Eastern on Indie Comics Network. Also archived over on the Comic Book Black Belt channel and the Randy Zim YouTube channel. Go over there, and wherever you find us, like, subscribe, any kind of comment that you leave just helps with our algorithm. So go over there and please do that as well. Scott, you're just holding that barely out of camera.
Oh,
whatever that is. Oh no! Oh, I thought you were holding something up there in your corner.
Oh, you don't want to. Oh, trust me, you don't want to go there.
Oh, okay. All right. Nope.
All
right.
Don't ask him to show what he's got in his hand.
His sample bottle.
You can only imagine. Yeah. Oh, where is it?
Charles, you sleep there? Ready to say goodnight?
What?
What?
Can you hammer a 6-inch spike to a board with your penis?
Not right now.
A girl's got to have her standard.
Just showing my hat.
Girl's got to have her standards.
Yeah. Stick with that story.
Next time, folks, Indie Comics Network. Check that out on YouTube. We don't have enough subscribers over there. We're kind of monetized. I don't even think we're monetized over there as far as that goes, but we are past 1,000 subscribers. We can always use more. And folks,
do I have time for a question?
Yeah.
Yeah. So about drawing the Flintstones naked, I have a question. Is that drawing the characters naked or just drawing the Flintstones while you are naked?
That's the importance of grammar.
Yes. Well, yes, I can answer that. I can answer that because you need reference, so you would draw it in the nude.
Now I get it. Okay, so you're not only drawing the characters without clothes, but you are without clothes for the ready reference.
The whole point of doing that,
all of us, we are all Fred.
What's
the whole point of doing that? I thought was for yabba dabba boobs.
Yabba dabba boobs.
Well, before we go, folks, since it's been such a great show, I want to leave you with the immortal words of one Mr. Groucho Marx, who said, "Getting older is no problem. You just have to live long enough."
Of course. Of course.
There we are.
Very
Take care, everybody. Have a great week next week. Be careful. Be kind to each other. Remember, those social networks don't have to be anti-social networks. You can go over there and talk positively about the stuff that you love as opposed to trolling the stuff that you hate. So we love doing this program and showing off the great stuff because it is great stuff. And that's why we do it. We don't get paid to do this, but we love being here, as I sincerely hope that you can tell. So appreciate everybody stopping by. Especially appreciate everybody who finds us after the fact. We love those listeners that listen to us all through the weeks. I'm gonna show stuff off. Here's a koala. Here we are. Anyway.
Keep that diet going.
Exactly. Take care, everybody. Sarah says, good question. Charles, so then for that to be reference, you're showing the world yourself in the nude? What? Anyway.
Oh, something.
Or something.
Well,
absolutely.
Almost.
Almost.
Fish and Wilma would be in front of me.
Yeah.
Why? Because
fuck them. That's why.
Fuck them. That's why. Yep. All right, everybody. Take care.
hey, everybody, we're all gonna get laid.
All right. See you next time.
That's what
See you guys.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Joke's on you, bitch. I love this shit.
There we are. Oh,
hey guys.
Hang on. No, don't leave yet. We're gonna run this. No. Yeah.
Oh, you silly, simple bastard.
Ah, it didn't click.
Didn't click.
Ah!
It means you're a catcher, not a pitcher.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. Buttered sausage. It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey. And I
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.